सोचा न था कि आएगा ये दिन भी फिर कभी, एक बार हम मिले हैं जरा मुस्कुरा तो लें, कौन जाने फिर कब ये उल्फत देरी ना याद आए, इस हुस्न अख्तियार पे नजरें झुका तो लें, बरसा लबों से फूल तेरी उम्र हो दराज, संभले हुए तो हैं पे जरा डगमगा तो लें, और अपना अपना अहद वफा भूल जाए।
फिल्म इंडस्ट्री का सबसे ज्यादा रिस्पेक्टेड और बुर्दबार, रिलायबल, क्रेडिबल फिल्म मेकर हमसे जुदा हुआ। मेरा ख्याल है उनकी फिल्मों से भी और उनकी शख्सियत से भी बहुत कुछ है सीखने को। खुशकिस्मत है वो लोग जिन्होंने उन्हें करीब से देखा और उन्हें जाना, और खुशकिस्मत वो भी हैं जो अब उनके बारे में सुनते हैं और जानते हैं। आने वाली पीढ़ियां, आज के डायरेक्टर जो है बहुत अच्छे हैं, बड़े स्मार्ट हैं, बहुत अच्छी फिल्में बनाते हैं, लेकिन कुछ बातें ऐसी हैं चोपड़ा की जो अगर वो अपने अंदर पैदा करें तो बहुत काम आएंगे।
We used to not really laugh, but we used to look at Diwar and the way it was being shot, and at times be quite amused when there are some sequences which are very dramatic and very intense, and suddenly after it's over the camera would shift to a bunch of roses.
The director, he is very simple. He never comes to set with the Yash Chopra stamp on him, you know, which is kind of intimidating, because when I signed his movie, I actually jumped around my dining table, you know, and I was like, ah!
And he was like, her hair should be straight. You should go and tell them to make her hair straight. ये curls मुझे अच्छे नहीं लग रहे. Straight करो. हवा में अच्छी तरह उड़ेंगे. So I remember Yash uncle being like this vulnerable child right through the shooting of Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. Only because he loved his son to death and just wanted him to achieve that brilliance. But what was beautiful is he didn't want to impose his own brilliance on his son.
So if you were shooting, if I was shooting in the studio and I would be in the makeup, he'd just drop by. क्या हाल है बाबू जी, सब ठीक ठाक, कुछ चाहिए वो, you know, it's, you don't have to do that, Mr. Yash Chopra. You are Yash Chopra, but he always did that, and that was what was so. कुछ नहीं करो, ऊपर खाएंगे यार बैठ के आराम से, you know, it was it's just a homely feeling.
You know, you've just come off Jab Tak Hai Jaan. I have to ask, at this point in your career, did you need to do a second lead?
I don't see it like that, Rajiv.
Okay.
So, you know, the way I see it is that it's a Yash Chopra film. It was his last film, and I had to be there.
And that was going to be my next question. How much of that decision to do this film was based on the fact that you couldn't say no to Yash Chopra?
But I'm not saying I couldn't say no to Yash Chopra because he's launched me. But I just wouldn't want to say no to Yash Chopra. And honestly, like I remember when Adi was telling me about the role and he hadn't completely written a part of it, and he said, I'm writing this. I told him, I said, Adi, I can be a stand in the film, like, you know, like a light stand, a tripod. I can be anything on the set. Because he's Yash Chopra,
okay,
and I'm not. See, it's not like I'm not trying to be like, let me attach my names to like
sure,
famous people. But this person, I want to attach my name to. I mean, he's Yash Chopra,
right?
You know. And having said that, if I mean, that's the way I saw it. Dil To Pagal Hai, Veer Zara, his two other films, Karishma and Rani Mukherjee had fantastic roles.
Sure.
You know, they were strong and good roles. And I would say the same about Akira.
बहुत डायरेक्टर देखे हैं और बहुत अच्छे डायरेक्टर देखे हैं, लेकिन एक गुण मैंने यश जी में देखा जो मैंने किसी डायरेक्टर पे नहीं देखा। जो आदमी यश चोपड़ा की पिक्चर में काम कर रहा होता, वो एक्टर हो, वो म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर हो, वो राइटर हो, कोई हो, वो ये महसूस करता था कि ये मेरे करियर की सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट फिल्म, और ये यकीन यश चोपड़ा उन्हें दिला देते थे। मैंने कभी यश जी को ये कहते नहीं सुना कि मैंने इस फिल्म में ये तीर मारा और मैंने ये सीन इस तरह से लिया और मैंने वो शॉट का ये कर दिया। मैं कभी नहीं। जो लोग उनके साथ काम कर रहे होते थे वो उनको एक हाई देते थे, उनकी सेल्फ एस्टीम को और उनके एक्साइटमेंट को ऐसा बढ़ा देते थे कि वो आदमी को लगता था कि बाकी भी फिल्में हैं ठीक है, लेकिन ये जो फिल्म है यही फिल्म बताएगी कि मुझ में क्या टैलेंट है और मेरी असली कैपेसिटी क्या है। ये एक बहुत कमाल की क्वालिटी है। और इसी वजह से मैं समझता हूँ कि जिन लोगों ने उनके साथ काम किया वो दे गेव देयर बेस्ट टू यश चोपड़ा, और ये उनका अपना गुण था कि वो आदमी से बेहतरीन काम निकालना जानते थे। ये बात मैं तो समझता हूँ हर डायरेक्टर को सीखनी चाहिए। और नए डायरेक्टर जहाँ सिर्फ ये ख्याल करते हैं कि यश चोपड़ा की एक चांदनी नाम की लड़की होती थी शिफॉन की साड़ी या सफ़ेद कपड़ों में, यही नहीं था। एक ट्रेमेंडस लीडरशिप का गुण जो बगैर आदमी को डोमिनेट किए हुए, बड़ी मोहब्बत से, बड़ी मिठास के साथ, मुस्कुरा के और बड़ी सहजता के साथ वो इंसान से काम लेते थे, और इस तरह काम लेते थे कि वो उनकी जिंदगी का, लोगों की जिंदगी का बेहतरीन काम होता था।
One thing you have that Kareena doesn't have.
I can answer that. Yeah, Yash Chopra.
Everyone talks about how audiences have matured over the years, how audiences' tastes have changed over the years. I'm reminded of a film like Lamhe, a beautiful film which people said was way ahead of its time. Do you think a film like Lamhe, were it to be made today, would be more accepted by the audience?
I don't think so.
You still think it was ahead?
Still it is too bold.
Okay.
Because it's very beautiful movie, very well made.
Right.
And the climax, I felt it is too bold.
Did you express this at the time?
I did.
You did. So you knew, did you always know that people are going to find this hard to digest?
Yes, but he is very confident, but he had his own reasons.
Sure. Sure.
But people really loved the film.
My climax of Kuch Kuch Hota is completely the Chandni climax. The way I presented Kajal in Suraj Hua Madhyam is a complete ode to Yash Chopra. So I think every bit and every I think moment of my cinema somewhere has a subliminal layer of the Yash Chopra magic hidden behind it.
Well, he was always young at heart, always, he was always very, effervescent kind of a personality. He was always thinking about his characters. He was always joyous, always in love.
He has this vibe which is very fun and happy, and then he talks to you about the scene, and that's when you see the depth in him. You know, there is a romantic in him which is like, and he'll like look there and he'll talk to you.
So chilled out on sets. Like the only time he'll get like really hyper and excited is when the food is there, lunchtime. And I'm like, wow. And you know, I remember working in Mujhse Dosti Karoge where he was a producer. And Uncle came to Switzerland for us schedule. And throughout the song, shooting, Uncle used to just call me and Kareena and say, "Beta, idhar aao." And he used to give us like strawberry and cream to eat.
उनके पास वो एक पंजाबी का जो रिश्ता जमीन से होता है, उसके अंदर जो मिट्टी की सुगंध होती है, वो भी था। गहरी उर्दू शायरी से दिलचस्पी, तो उर्दू शायरी का जो रोमांस, जो सोफिस्टिकेशन है और जो पॉलिश है, वो भी उनकी शख्सियत में थी।
जो अवार्ड मुझे दिया जा रहा है इसके गए 2-3 दिन से मैं वाकई बहुत बीमार हूँ, मुझे बुखार हुआ था और आज भी मेरी हालत बहुत खराब थी। डॉक्टर साहब ने भी कहा था कि अगर मेरी बात नहीं सुननी है तो मुझे क्यों बुलाती हो, पर मैं यहाँ आना चाहती थी और मैं आई। सिर्फ इसके मैं अवार्ड या 10 लाख रुपए लेने नहीं आई थी। मैं मेरे भाई यश जी जो मुझे बहुत प्यार करते थे, आज उनकी याद को प्रणाम करने आई।
He's just too delightful and he gives you so much love and he pampers you so much that, you know, I think not only me, I think every actor that has worked with Yash Uncle has to feel special because he just makes you feel special.
I somehow the other feel it's very wrong to label him as only a romantic director. I think he's made all kinds of films. If you see his films that he's made drama, he's made socials, he's made a crime thriller, Ittifaq, he did that. He did, of course, specialize in romanticizing a film.
बहुत छोटी थी, 17-18 साल की, जब पहली बार इस माया नगरी में आई। एक ही नाम जानती थी मैं, यश चोपड़ा, और किसी डायरेक्टर का नाम नहीं पता था। ज्यादा कुछ वैसे भी नहीं पता था। जब मैंने अपने दोस्तों से, कंटेम्प्रेरी से बात की, सब बस यही बोलते थे कि एक हिंदी फिल्म हीरोइन तभी कंप्लीट होती है जब वो एक यश चोपड़ा की हीरोइन बनती है। यश जी कभी मुझे एक्शन नहीं बोलेंगे, कभी मुझे कट नहीं बोलेंगे। मेरा ये सपना हमेशा अधूरा रहेगा।
And then when I was the old Zara and I was walking and he looked at me, he says, darling, you're younger than me in this film. Why are you walking like you're walking towards your grave? And I looked at him and he says, look at me. And he said, age is in your soul. It's not in your body. And you know, I took that away from that film.
There was this sequence with Vinod Khanna ji where I'm kind of lying on the bed, I'm unwell. So maybe the makeup man, I was very new to know anything. He had kind of the way he put the dark circles and stuff. Maybe I looked too ill. And Yash ji was like, nahi, thoda utaro. Chahe kuch bhi ho. Heroine hamesha खूबसूरत लगनी चाहिए.
तेल कौन सा लगाते हो यार? मैं भेजता यार, मेरे यहाँ पंजाब से आ गया तेल यार, मैं भेजता. And every time, you know, he would imagine that this bottle of oil of mine is finished. He would send a new one.
Meaning hair oil?
Yeah, some oil he used to send. He said, you know, you should. नहाने से पहले इसको लगा लेना.
Yash Chopra was a connoisseur of good food.
He only concentrates on the food, you know, because it's like, you know, the food is the most important factor on the set.
Every day before I would start shooting, he would give me kachoris, he would make me parathas.
To sometimes be called by him at 7 o'clock in the morning and suddenly be disconnected.
We shall miss his early morning phone calls.
How early?
7, 8 in the morning. There are many other qualities that I would miss as an actor that has been associated with him in many films. But personally, I feel that that call he used to make in the morning, it was just nothing. क्या हाल है बाबा जी? ठीक ठाक हो? हाँ बस ऐसे ही, कुछ नहीं, काम कुछ नहीं, जस्ट ऐसे.
कि फिल्मों में आप बहुत दिनों तक कामयाब एक्टर रहे फिर भी पॉसिबल, कामयाब सिंगर रहे फिर भी पॉसिबल, लेकिन बहुत दिनों तक आप कामयाब डायरेक्टर रहे या कामयाब राइटर रहे, ये बहुत मुश्किल काम. वजह यह है कि देखिए, एक्टिंग और सिंगिंग ऐसा काम है कि आप जितना करेंगे उतना मंझेंगे, उतना आप सीखेंगे. और डायरेक्शन और राइटिंग ऐसा काम है कि जितना आप करेंगे उतने खाली होते जाएंगे.
Would you have done the same film had it been offered to you by another director? Would you have done the same part?
I don't think so. No. Honestly, no.
I thought you might say that.
Oh, once Mr. Sachin Bhaumik, the writer, told me during Vijay, he said Yash Chopra should not do films, you know, where they show poverty. Or even in poverty, he'll show something that is grand.
David Dhawan or Mani Ratnam?
Now I know what you felt. Mani Ratnam.
Well done. Yash Chopra or Sanjay Leela Bhansali?
Most definitely Yash Chopra.
Zara, beta, I want you to run like you're leaving your life behind. Just run. So I said, okay. He said, action, and I ran. And he said, cut. He goes like, don't run like P.T. Usha. Run like Zara. And then he took my dupatta and he said, run like this. And I looked at him and I said, I'm a Yash Chopra heroine. I forgot.
Any issue that came up regarding you, he would call. मैंने सुना बाबू जी ये हो गया आपके साथ, क्या हो गया? ठीक ठाक तो ना? तो सुना उधर एक्सीडेंट हो गया आपका? नहीं बाबू जी ऐसी खबर ठीक है ना, तब बस और कुछ नहीं. But just the effort he used to take on every little issue. You won an award, he would be the first person to call you. You know, excelled somewhere, he would be the first person. You went and saw a film, he liked you, he'd be the first person that would call you. Very endearing qualities.
But just to see his level of passion, I can tell you, Anu, there's not a single filmmaker in this country that has his level of energy and passion even today.